Hey everybody, it's Nico, and today's thought load stems from something that I heard recently when I was listening to an audiobook. And the book is Never Finished. It's called Never Finished by David Goggins. And in this part of the book, he's telling a story about when he was a kid and he just moved in with his mom to his grandparents' house. And his grandfather was former military, I think it was Air Force. And even at a super young age and never knowing this guy, his grandfather made him do daily chores before school. And I would say crazy, but to some people, they like having that type of discipline and order. But he made him cut the grass every day, brush off the porch, clean the cars, do all sorts of cleaning and tidiness type tasks. And if David Goggins didn't wake up on time, he would get water thrown on him, or his grandfather would come in and bash a lid of a trash can to wake him up. And initially he kind of resented doing these chores, doing these tasks. But towards the end of the story, he basically goes on to say that towards the end of his time doing those tasks, he began to see them as things to be proud of. And whenever he was doing those tasks, he knew that he was proud of what he did, and thus he did better work because of it. And actually, whenever that happened, over time, his grandfather gave him less chores and had less things on the to-do list because he was either already doing certain things or doing such a good job that he didn't need to do it again. And that's what I want to focus on today is what you're proud of and how we see ourselves whenever we're doing certain tasks. Because we shouldn't just do a task because it needs to be done. We should do the task so that you're proud of what you accomplished. I mean, kind of whenever you're doing something, whether it's for work or whether it's something in your personal life, pretend that you have to present your work to a panel of people that you look up to. How does that thought change impact the effort that you want to give or that you think you can give for any given task that you want to complete? And listen, being proud is something that helps us grow in life. It helps us see the things that we actually want to do better and also the things that we want to change. I know the opposite of being proud is the feeling of regret. And for me, there's plenty of moments of regret, but I've tried to learn from those whenever I look back. Right? There's ways that I feel like I regret certain moments because of the way that I made other people feel or the things that I've said. And again, I choose to learn from those because if we focus too much on those negative moments, that's not really healthy, right? Just like focusing too much on those positive things can actually be not as beneficial as you would think. We tend to build up a fictitious idea of ourselves when we do that. But there has to be something that you're proud of that you can look at. There has to be something that you regret that you can look at and learn from both of those moments. Remember, if we focus too much on those negative moments, those moments of regret, that's going to drain you of energy in the current moment, right? Like here's a quick little task for you to do. What makes you feel like you have more energy? Being proud right now or being regretful for something in the past? I'd be willing to bet if I had you think, or if you thought of one thing that made you proud, you're going to feel energized, you're going to feel good about yourself, you're going to want to maybe do that thing again, whatever it is. But if there's something that you regret, notice how your body changes, notice how your energy changes, notice how your thoughts change. So again, remember to learn from those moments of regret, but not to focus on them for too long. And to get so involved in the process of achieving whatever it is that you want, that each little task along the way that you're completing, you're proud of the way that you did it. I think if we all did more of that, like David Goggins talks about in his book, I think we would all lead happier lives. And I hope you found something in this thought load here to inspire you to lead a better life. And I want to leave you with a quote from David Goggins that directly impacts or is related to everything that we just talked about today. He says, when you finally become proud of yourself, you have no room to be jealous of others. Guys, stay tuned for another Thought Load next week. And as always, begin the duel, win the day.